The Alumni Association offers a lot of opportunities. In addition to many events, you get to meet students and graduates like yourself. You can network with like-minded people who have been in your shoes or are even still in them.
If they weren't there to extend their hands to me, I probably wouldn't be here today.
It's really taught me that I can be who I want to be.
In today's world, it's tough. So why not come back and give our undergraduates a little edge when they get out there?
Welcome to the 6th Annual BEA Media Arts Film Festival. This year we're very excited to present the festival live over Facebook and YouTube. The festival is presented by WCSU's Broadcast Education Association and the Alumni Association. And I'm really happy to get out of sweatpants.
Hi everyone, my name is Samantha Salborn. I am the current president of the BEA Club. So the BEA Club is a very active club bringing very exciting events to campus, such as the Masquerade Ball, the Election Night Viewing Party. We bring students to local TV networks, and we also attend conventions such as the BEA and NAB conference.
This year, there were many submissions, and the judges chose the best of each category. The awards will be presented at the end of the screening.
We're also thrilled to be working with the WCSU Alumni Association. WestConn alumni have joined the judging panel, and the WCSU Alumni Association has provided to us plaques that will be awarded to the festival winners.
Remember, when you graduate from Western Connecticut State University, you automatically become a member of the Alumni Association. Your membership becomes more valuable each day. It keeps you connected and informed on all campus events, as well as a great networking opportunity. And if you're a current student, check out the scholarships available to you. Become a part of WCSU history and the future of your alma mater.
Hi, my name is Jess. I'm secretary of the BEA Club. Thank you to the faculty and alumni judges who devoted their time and expertise from the Departments of Arts, Communication and Media Arts, and Digital and Interactive Media Arts.
We're thrilled to present the BEA Media Arts Film Festival. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Welcome to FISH, Friends in Service to Humanity of Northwestern Connecticut. We're located in Torrington, but we cover the whole Northwestern Connecticut corner, and we're all about homelessness and hunger. What we're looking at now are produce that we get from Big Y twice a week. We get on Wednesdays meats from Stop and Shop. On Thursday mornings, we send our van over to Arethusa Farms in Litchfield. And so we have the best milk in the state of Connecticut to serve people, and they donate. It's just wonderful.
I'm Deirdre Houlihan DeCara, and I'm the Executive Director here at FISH, Friends in Service to Humanity of Northwestern Connecticut. And we have both a homeless shelter that has 35 beds, 5 of those being for veterans. And our diversity here is age. We serve infants right through seniors, all waiting for subsidized housing. And then we also have a food pantry that last year served over 1,500 people, which represented 657 families. And what we find is that when our shelter folks finally move into their apartments, they are users of the FISH food pantry, so we get to continue to still see them.
And I was recently homeless. I was lucky enough to get into this fish shelter where I've been able to kind of take the time to use the resources that they have. Getting my GED right now. Hopefully I can get in after I get this. Now that I have just been able to get it done, have the be here, it feels like I can actually be able to succeed in school. That was one of my, when I dropped out in high school, that was one of my biggest things was I was afraid to go back to school because of how I just didn't think I'd be able to do it. But now that I'm starting it now, everything just seems so easy and natural.
I want to share the message of homelessness and hunger. I want to share that the issue belongs to all of us. Fish may be here to carry out the programs that help people directly, but I need everyone behind us to make it happen. I am unable to do it alone. Our small staff, unable. We need you all. So know that wherever you are, whatever homeless shelter you're near, whatever food pantry you might be near, really contact them. I love giving tours here. If you're watching this and you want to come on a tour of Fish, come and see me here in Torrington. I delight in it. And we need food drives. We have the food pantry, but we feed our folks out of the food pantry in the shelter. We feed dinner and breakfast every day. We need that food. Do people need clothing? Do people need, if you have a job opening, couldn't you give it to someone that's been dealing with homelessness? Churches do all types of nice activities for us, but they'll ask, what do we need? And just give a call and say, what do you need? Because we need you. We need your help.
Yeah, what did you do? I'm telling. Wow, that's hilarious. But why are you calling them kids? They're children. Baby goats are called kids, Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah. You also goats don't cry. Look it up, idiot. Yeah, it's true about the goats thing, though. You should look that up. Actually, hey, I'm about to use the bathroom. It's not weird if we still talk, right? No, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. What the heck? Yo, the toilet seat's warm. No, I live alone. Yo, I gotta go. Later. What? Ice cream? The heck, man? It was a joke. A joke? Yeah. Ice cream. You scream. Ice cream. Ice cream. You scream. Who the hell are you? Dude, I'm you. That makes no sense.
I'm probably going to die today. Keep up the good fight. That was the message Patrick Crusius left on 8chan this August, just moments before he entered a Walmart in El Paso, Texas, with an AK-47. Crusius told 8chan that his attack was revenge. He referenced white supremacist ideas. Immigrants and native Latinos in El Paso were invaders, and racial mixing was a betrayal. This isn't that unusual. Mass shootings, vehicular assaults, and ideological violence have increased dramatically since 2015. Since the beginning of August, the FBI claims to have thwarted at least 8 copycat mass shootings after El Paso. But how did we get here? Starting with Anders Breivik, the terrorist behind the 2011 Oslo massacre, who inspired the New Zealand shooter, all 22 ideological attacks we surveyed from the last decade have lived second lives on the internet. Just this year, 3 killers have posted announcements and manifestos on 8chan's popular poll board before their mass shootings. 8chan was taken down after the site's host canceled its contract in August following the El Paso attack, but it is not alone. These men were radicalized and radicalized others on message boards like 8chan, 4chan, and Nchan, but they also found homes on social media giants, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. According to researchers at Bellingcat, radicalization is often escalated by what alt-right and manosphere figures call a red pill moment, inspired by The Matrix.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Just red pill all those men right now.
Red pill.
Red pills.
Red pill.
Red pill.
Red pill.
Red pill.
Red pills.
Red pill.
Red pill.
Red pill. Red pill.
Elliot Rogers, the Isla Vista mass murderer, described himself as an incel, an involuntary celibate, online and in his final video.
You forced me to suffer all my life, and now I'll make you all suffer.
Well, Elliot Rogers' red pill was the evils of women who rejected him and sexually active men he felt dominated him. Message boards and comment sections reveal many red pill moments that lead to extremist beliefs. They reveal a supposed truth about the world that dehumanizes some group of people, especially those focused on things like the JQ, or the Jewish question.
Today I want to discuss the JQ, the Jewish question. These leftist Jews that constantly push the Holocaust narrative, these are the ones that are encouraging another Holocaust.
When the Chabad at Poway shooter planned his attack on 8chan, another user told him to get a high score. Online environments lend themselves well to what psychologists call toxic disinhibition. Anonymity and a low-stakes environment allows for a building chorus of polarized views and group hostility that can spill into aggressive or violent behavior offline. In other words, it's the social dynamic, not the video games. Violent extremism does not belong to either party, but online, bad faith actors are succeeding in co-opting and corrupting conservative viewpoints and using them to radicalize vulnerable people. In 2018, more than 2/3 of ideologically motivated deaths in the US were by killers associated with white supremacy. Domestic Islamist terrorism, a benchmark for online radicalism, account for only 2%. Young leftist skeptics and middle-aged banner conservatives can be drawn past the line of extremist belief not just by insular or niche online communities, but by the algorithms that run major social media outlets. A team called Google Brain has been in charge of YouTube's neural network recommendation system since 2015. According to the New York Times, a new AI, called Reinforce, was made to keep users on the site by altering user behavior, pointing them towards different content and expanding their tastes. Researchers have found that this system recommends, escalates, and by context, normalizes more and more radical and extremist beliefs. YouTube denies that their algorithm steers users towards extremist content, but they've so far refused to share their internal data with researchers or journalists. Right now, we know that this funnel leads people through content loops of red pill stories, white supremacist concepts like the Great Replacement, conspiracy theories, and more. Internet access is well on its way to becoming a standard internationally, and homegrown communities in artificial intelligence are a big part of that movement. Still, unregulated AI systems and bad actors online can reinforce rhetoric that leads to violence.
PJ gets it off to Khalil, the shake, the bake, and the fake. Here comes Westcott. Drop it back. D'Souza, touchdown! And the Colonials advance. 33-22 win over Dean. Colonials building on what they started last season. From James. Circus catch Dwayne Gary. Moved by D'Onofrio. It's good. 4 in a row for the Colonials. It's mid-October, and it's a 6-game winning streak. McKinnon, the pinball wizard. Touchdown, Kyle McKinnon. Unbelievably, 4 overtimes. 48-48. Colonials with the ball.
Western Connecticut State can end a marathon football game. Kyle McKinnon, the back, running all the way. Bouncing off a tackler. Touchdown! The 2-point conversion wins the game. A 2-point conversion wins the game in 4 overtimes. Final from Danbury, 50-48. On a homecoming game that keeps the perfect season alive for Western Connecticut State.
Is it really 8-0? You better believe it. The campaign comes to a close on a disappointing note, but don't give up heart. This Westcon team is loaded for the future.
I feel that a lot of people that come from a Latino background and that grow up in the U.S., they come to terms to ask themselves, what is my identity? Because you grow up in two different cultures. I definitely went through that growing up, and I feel that now, more than anything, I feel I represent myself identified as a Latino, as a Mexican woman. Growing up in the U.S., that has changed my vision of what is the world. But for me, home will always be in Mexico, although I didn't grow up there for most of my life. But I feel identified with the culture there, with the strong family connection, and with just the cultural values. It feels like home, and for me, I'm a blend of two cultures, but what is predominant is the Mexican culture. With art, we can address important issues, and for me, being born in a different country and then coming and growing up in the U.S., it was important that I address that part. I think it felt like a responsibility that I needed to use my art to say something important. Art can be creative, but it's also important to use art to bring awareness. I had recently gone to Mexico in the previous year. When I was there, I saw so many things that inspired art. The culture is so vibrant, and for senior year, I came with the idea of wanting to do this during the summer. So during the summer, I decided to go for 5 weeks and go to the 3 different cities. And that could seem like a lot, but for me, I even felt that there was a lot to capture. I wanted to focus on capturing the cultural aspects, so mainly the day-to-day life of what it is to be a Mexican citizen, what it is to be a Mexican person in Mexico. So I wanted to capture that kind of day-to-day life of being able to see people selling food in the morning on the way to work. But also, it's so important in the afternoon, how at night there'll be like taco stands at night. Something that you don't find in the U.S. because it is part of the Mexican culture. Yeah, so I never actually thought that this was going to come into play. Being that in the U.S. this is not an issue, but the matter of safety when taking images, as with any country, there's safety concerns. But yeah, so for example, because I wanted to take very real and just kind of day-to-day life, I would go to areas such as a marketplace. In Oaxaca, I went to one of the markets that was known for being one of the most dangerous markets that you have there, but we wanted to capture that aspect of Mexico. So I brought the camera and I had to hide it under my jacket. So it was a matter of safety. There were times when I had to quickly do that and take it in hopes that I took a good image, a good artistic image. But I think that what surpassed that fear was that I really wanted to speak with these images, something that was important to me. So that was what motivated this project, was people's response at the end after these images. Was that I hope that they can have a different look of Mexico if they don't know the culture well enough yet. There's a lot to offer to Mexico, and to see that sometimes even as we as artists, we look to countries like France or Italy or Europe in general as being our source of inspiration, because they have provided a lot of artistic representations now. But we shouldn't forget of Latin America either. for ourselves as artists. There is a lot to see. Diego Rivera, Frida Kahlo are some of the Mexican artists. Tina Modotti was one of my inspirations as well. I feel like, and I talked with my professor on this, Mexico, for me, I felt like there's a lot that I still want to do there in terms of my artistic vision. There's a lot to capture that I felt was left unsaid, that I hope to be able to go back and do that again.
There's something wrong with her, there's something wrong with me. I don't think that's so wrong, we came by it honestly. And honestly, I think mostly everybody does. I don't blame you if you need to catch a buzz. I built so much armor, but ring the alarm. I'm in love with someone who's bringing me harm. I'll pick lovers who got monsters and we bond on mental health till they remind me of what's ugly in myself. But other than that, I got no complaints and no conversation. But other than that, I got no complaints and no conversation. But other than that, I got no complaints and no conversation. I got no complaints. I'm always on the brink, about to fly or sink. A minion with opinions told me that I shouldn't think so hard. That shit just made me think so hard I couldn't sleep a wink. Watch my red flags with my white flags, and now all my laundry's pink. I'm petty at best, someone to pity at worst. Putty in beautiful hands, potty mouth ready to curse. Cursed to be curious if all this is a scam, and I had to Google narcissist to check if that's what I am. But other than that, I got no complaints and no conversation. But other than that, I got no complaints and no conversation. But other than that, I got no complaints and no conversation. I got no complaints. Either you get nothing but they make you pay and pay, or you get it till they take it all away. Every day, it amazes me 100 brand new faces, but I'm still trying to figure out who they is. Shit, I don't wanna settle one bit. Bet that I'm gonna battle for somebody, but if I look at what we got and catch rot, then I'm gonna come in with a hatchet and I cut it down quick. Cut around rust, cut around mold. Everybody ends up cold, has gotta roll, that's life, and you gotta be the neck or the knife. But I'm told that I can't quite quit this constant itch to matter. My restless drive to win, the striving need that drove away the closest of my kin. How I twist away when deep relationships begin, and shit, there's still the business of the thinness of my skin. I'm vain, I'm lame, I'm strange, and yet so typical. I make the same mistakes, I don't change shit, and still I'm folks age and age. I hate to face facts, and I feel I wear their faces as a mask. But other than that, I got no complaints and no conversation. But other than that, I got no complaints and no conversation. But other than that, I got no complaints and no conversation. I got no complaints.
Sylvia, play the headlines for today.
These are today's headlines. By order of the President, curfew for the states of New York and Connecticut have been moved to 7 p.m. until further notice. Tomorrow marks the 2-year anniversary of the assassination of President Joe Biden and Vice President Hillary Clinton. A mandatory digital memorial will be streamed to your home device from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. All other programming will be suspended. 4 people are killed during an armed robbery of a grocery store in Bristol, Rhode Island. The police are still looking for the gunman. Nationwide, the total instances of fatal armed robberies is over 300 as of June this year. The former King of the United Kingdom, William V, is expected to make a full recovery from the coronavirus after being hospitalized last week with a dangerously high fever. You have 2 new voice messages. Would you like me to play them?
Sure, go ahead.
Voice message from Frank Gibbons.
Jim, what the fuck? I needed your Roots write-up yesterday.
Shit.
This is a very important security contract. Do not fuck this up.
End of message. Voice message from Mom.
No, not now, not now.
Notification. Your package has arrived.
It's 10 o'clock at night. Who could be delivering now?
Your package has arrived.
Yeah, I get it.
I am always listening.
By order of the President,
4 people are killed. The assassination of President Joe Biden and Vice President Hillary.
Sylvia. Play the voicemail from Mom.
Voice message from Mom.
Hi, Jimmy. It's Mom. I got sick. You're not gonna be able to see me, honey. Please call me. I love you.
End of message.
Our entire world came
crashing down. You're worried as a mom over anything happening to your child. And when something like childhood cancer comes into your life, it's something you can't even see, fathom, or imagine to even be able to go up against. You can't protect your child against something that you can't see. Jack was always a very active child, always laughing, always smiling, and around that 2.5 mark, he started saying ouch a lot. Our life really took a change when Jack was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma, which is a pediatric cancer, when he was 2.5 years old. It was like being handed a death sentence. He most likely was not going to see kindergarten.
I was diagnosed at such a young age that I didn't know any better. Like at 2.5 years old, you know, you kind of look around the hospital and, you know, at my age, I just thought that's what everyone went through. And obviously that's not the case.
I remember a few weeks prior to Jack's actual diagnosis, my sister, in a small twist of irony, is a pediatric oncology nurse, and we had gone to a childhood cancer walk for her hospital. And I remember my heart being broken for these families and what they have to go through on a daily basis to save their child. And I said to my sister, "What does that child have?" And she said, "Oh, he has neuroblastoma, and that is one of the hardest childhood cancers to beat." Little did I know that 6 weeks later from that walk that we were going to become one of those families, which is exactly what happened. Neuroblastoma is one of those cancers that can like spontaneously regress, or it could start growing and wreak such havoc that it can go everywhere.
When I was a baby, the tumor was like a baseball.
Probably about the size of a grapefruit.
Big. For my little body, it was big.
It was about 18 months of heavy duty treatment. He had 8 rounds of chemotherapy, high dose. He had a major abdominal resection. He had 21 rounds of radiation twice a day.
You know, chemo and scans. I could give you my scan schedule because I did it for so long.
We as a family tried to keep everything as normal to him as possible. We had to explain it in ways that he could understand it. And then as he got older, we had to kind of start to change some of the terminology. It's one of those situations, like many in life, that unless you've lived it, you can't possibly understand it. You will do whatever it takes to save your child. I was faced with, I can't believe that I have to put these deadly chemicals into my child to save him. But if I don't do that, we're gonna lose him. He was able to start kindergarten on time and first grade. Every 3 months we would get scanned. He continued to be NED, which means no evidence of disease. And when he was in 2nd grade, we had routine scans. We were coming up on the 5-year mark of his original diagnosis. But in my heart, I just was thinking to myself, my God, I just so hope it doesn't come back, because I can't imagine how we would go through all of that again, or put his body through that and have him survive that. And the day before the 5-year mark, Jack came to me and he said, "Mom, this hurts." And we went in, and sure enough, it had returned 5 years to the date. The bomb went off and we got relapse news. However, simultaneously, we found out in 1 second that Jack's cancer was back, but in the second, we also found out that we were expecting another baby, who was Brendan.
I remember being on vacation and I was like, "Mom, like I just want, you know, a little brother." Like it was my dream to be a big brother.
And the time came for us to let him know that he was going to be a big brother. it became such a powerful tool for him to use in treatment.
I was ecstatic. I was like, oh my God, like I'm gonna have a little brother and like that's gonna be awesome. It was like my dream.
It almost became his will to, no matter what type of day he was having, he just knew he had to get through it because he wanted to be here to see his little brother. A year and a half after that point, he also had relapsed again. He was 7 when it came back the first time, and he was 9 when it came back the second time. But that's where I really, as his mom, I think that's probably the most scared I had ever been, because we had just gone at it again, and now it's coming back quicker. Never once, and I will say this, did I ever think I was going to lose him. What I will say is it was my biggest fear. And when it came back the second and third time in such close proximity, it became increasingly clear to me that it was a stronger possibility that I could lose him.
Hi guys, this is Jack Demers. I just want to tell you guys about my daily life post treatment and in remission. I just want to thank my doctors and Band of Parents for making a brighter future for kids like me. In 2 months, I'm going to be graduating. I'm going to be going to Eastern Connecticut State University, and I'm going to let you guys all
It's been 9 years since, I've ever had that stuff happen to me again, but now I'm a freshman in college at Eastern, and I love it, and I'm doing great, and I've been healthy for almost 10 years coming up on October. I've always lived my life normally, and I never let that story take over who I am, and I never wore a chip on my shoulder because of it.
Jack has always just said now that if he has the power to help bring hope to other families based on his story, then you got to pay it forward. And that would explain the national ad campaign that we did for Sloan Kettering. Not because he wanted a spot on TV or to be on buses or to be in People magazine or New York Times or everywhere else it was showing up. Just we filmed it and we didn't even see it again until people started telling us that they had seen it everywhere. And I said, you know what, you did good, kid. I'm very proud of him. He's a good boy, and he's been through hell and back, and it has not defined him. There are moments with him that I didn't know if he would even be here to live a life. So it's very humbling for me to watch how he chooses to do that. If I've done my job as keeping them safe, but also knowing how to handle the hardships as well with grace, then I would say when I leave this earth, my job as a mom is done. And it's an honor to be his mom.
Tripped out, ready to go.
Fuck my face, not seen you before. Escape the flame, no chimney door. Need this all, so you plead the fall. Give no fuck, never leave it a hole. Lamb chop, bench bus, powder, need a tour. Hello like green, came with a war. Got no feeling cause you're not on board. My little pleaser turned to a tour. Swimming the bus out backboard. Got a little baddie from Baltimore. She slide the addy, then a hip store. I'ma eat the pussy, I'm a carnivore. One is dope, touching my dough. Wanna handle her? I'm supposed to a hoe. Running drugs in Manhattan, white girl, yeah, she from Miami. One of the dope, one of the smoke, dope, baby, you can have it. Gotta be quicker than that, you gotta grab it. Gotta work for the loot, gotta work for the juice, cause pyro ain't average. Slide with the band, slide with the beamer, slide with the Maverick. Pouring them drinks, smoking them loud, I got a habit. Jumping up, baby, get high like a rabbit. Baby, little freak, she acting like Janet. I buy her the diamond, just give me the granny. Throwing my balls, she knows you gon' catch it. Dick dog, it's touching the palate. I'm so busy, I'm checking my paddock. Wanted some smoke, I'm handing the ratchet. I'm on the list, you not on the bracket. Got some beef, you know I'm gon' drag it. Money so short, no gotta add it. Keep it jaw, yes, I'm with mallet. Running drugs in Manhattan, white girl, yeah, she from Miami. One of the dope, one of the smoke, dope, baby, you can have it. Gotta be quicker than that, you gotta grab it. Gotta work for the loot, gotta work for the juice, cause pyro ain't average. Pick up the fridge, I head to the ridge. Fucking a baby, this how I live. See, these are my kids. Up in the ribs, give me the powder. No, I'm a sip. Fuck it up, baby. Yeah, you got a sis. Diamonds so yellow, I think they made a piss. She wanted a dick, so I'm equipped. That is your sister, I think that we kissed. Come to the crib, I do insist. You in the first, up on my list. Fuck it up, baby. Just like a wrist. What on the wrist? Just like it's Flint. Running drugs in Manhattan, white girl, yeah, she from Miami. One of the dope, one of the smoke, dope, baby, you can have it. Gotta be quicker than that, you gotta grab it. Gotta work for the loot, gotta work for the juice, cause pyro ain't average. Oh my god!
Salutations, everyone. Are you single and ready to mingle? You have 5 minutes to get to know your soon-to-be lover. I wish you all the best of luck.
Howdy.
Hi.
Mama told me to give you that.
Thank you.
My name's Tanner.
Abby Sutherland.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I'm new to this. Are you okay?
Don't look at my chickens.
What's in that bag?
It's my chicken.
What do you mean your chicken?
It's my chicken. I like chickens. I like their necks.
Hey, my name is Eugene.
Abby.
Do you ever get strange dreams?
Like?
Well, they say that dreams are the pathway to the subconscious.
Is that my love sitting across from the window? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sir Antonio III, Ron of the 5th Danbury Estate, runneth by landlord Mark.
You like their what?
I like chicken necks. I like squeezing them.
What?
I like squeezing their necks.
Is there a reason you're wearing shades inside?
Oh, I wear them so they can't hypnotize me.
I see you're still going with this.
What are they talking about?
The whole Shakespeare thing.
Bloody hell! Dare saith my lord name in vain? I bite my thumb at you.
It sing real nice. You want to hear it sing? You ever heard a chicken sing?
No.
You're gonna hear a chicken sing.
Well, first time for everything, right?
That's just a taste. That's just a taste.
Was brainwashed. I lost my eyesight because of those scaly bastards.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Don't you know that they're watching us?
Who is they? God, somebody help me.
I can't believe this is happening again. No, get away from me. Get away from me.
I don't know, I think...
It's a beautiful sound, isn't it?
No, not really.
It's a beautiful sound.
But unless I can forgive you, for see, I am a forgiving man. Just allow me to serenade you and win your love.
No, you don't have
Oh, my love, you shine from the stars. I grace thee, I love thee.
So, why don't you and me get up on out of here to my chicken coop and we can squeeze some chickens.
That's not happening.
Alright. Mama said if that didn't work. Mama said if that didn't work,
What else are you going to pull out right now?
I'm gonna leave.
Crazy.
Hey, it wasn't that bad, was I? I didn't even get a word in. Do you mind if I sit down?
You might as well. What else could happen today? I mean, I had the choking chicken guy, conspiracy theorist, Shakespearean. Oh yeah, and my ex-boyfriend is serving life in prison. So you're not crazy, are you?
I mean, sometimes I bathe myself in peanut butter in the full moon at night.
Are you serious? Don't do that.
Would you mind having a drink with me?
Why not? Let's go.
I know that shit.
It's crazy.
Let's go! Let's go!
What the hell?
Sorry, babe. I gotta go. Here's my card.
What?
Come.
Wait a minute. What?
Come on, boys. Let's get this cake.
Coupon card? You forgot your racket ass!
Work. It's instilled in all of us from day one. We are built for it, engineered to flourish in our own ways with intentional design behind us. On the beginning of our journey, there exists a seed within each of us. As the water soaks through the years, we begin to sprout the leaves of our labor. Leaves among leaves in a tree from which generations beyond us shall reap the fruits of drudgery upon where they will plant a seed of their own. This yearning for meaningful labor transcends borders, religion, race, or class. Though they may have impact and collision, these transgressions do not define our desire. We all work and we do it until the very moment we no longer can. We do it to heal others. We do it on the road. And we do it at home. We do it to enact change and fulfill our cravings for power. We do it for hunger as a means of survival and necessity to keep us moving. Some of us do it in the open, breathing skies, while some prefer the grounded comfort of soil. We work towards our goals and don't stop until we achieve them. Along the way, our paths may change and our wheels grow rust, but we never stop moving forward. Our wills guide us to dreams far away from our dwellings and into a vast uncertainty from where we seek our truth. Bodies dance and sway to the rhythm and flow of a force unknown as our gaze lies ahead. We move full-hearted and clear-eyed through the ravenous jungle of accomplishment and exit into the fading light of fatigue. Then comes the break, a breath of relief from the chaos, a phone call with a friend, dinner with a loved one, disappears with a voice, or even just some time alone. As we rest our eyes from the relentless iron work, it begins again.
The ordinary, everyday consciousness that we have leaves out more than it takes in. And because of this, it leaves out things that are terribly important. It leaves out things that would, if we did know them, allay our anxieties and fears and horrors. And if we could extend our awareness, you see, to include those things that we leave out, we would have a deep interior peace. Our sense organs are selective. They pick out certain things. They're receptive. So you could imagine, you see, the universe is a vast, vast system of vibrations and has infinite possibilities.
Last time we played this game, you tried to get me to go streaking through a parking lot.
It's like 1 a.m. Who would have seen you?
You? And actually also the cameras. So I picked truth.
Alright. Is it true that you and Trent hooked up before you blew things off with Kelsey?
I plead the fifth.
Nuh-uh. Answer.
Alright, fine. Yes, but only because he made it sound like they were already broken.
Whoever heard of a man lying to a woman?
Oh, shut up. Wait, no.
Done! Truth or dare?
I'm feeling gutsy tonight. Let's go dare.
Perfect. You're gonna text Meg, and you're gonna tell her that you want to get back together. But you have to make it sound like it's a drunk text.
Joke's on you. I do that weekly.
What an absolute madman.
Guys, you want to make this more interesting?
Define interesting.
Like, supernatural interesting.
Bullshit. No.
Guys, hear me out, okay? I heard a rumor that we can summon something called the Void.
Bullshit.
Maybe, maybe not. Apparently, you can summon it by flicking the lights on and off.
What, like a strobe?
More like the lights from a hospital in a horror movie, but all the same.
So you're saying we go up and flicker on the lights on and off and on and off and on and off and then a monster appears? Grow up, Liz.
Why don't you do it if you're so convinced?
Alright, fine. But when I get murdered, it's on you.
Well, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Don?
What's going on?
Why isn't it moving? All right. Let me try something. Liz, close your eyes.
Why?
Just do it. Okay, open them. It can't move when we're watching it.
Are you sure?
Well, it's either that or we're both dead, so don't take your eyes off it. Let's get back to my car. Okay, I'm gonna get my gun from the car, which means I can't keep my eye on the void. You need to keep your eyes on it for as long as possible, okay?
Lance, I don't know if I can do
You
this.
have to or we're dead.
Okay. I can do this. Lance?
Got it!
What if the only business who could repair your phone was the one that made it? Electronics manufacturers have been trying to police how you can repair their products, and consumers are fighting back. Apple has been widely criticized for refusing to sell replacement parts for its devices to independent repair shops, forcing them to use aftermarket or secondhand parts to do their work. This is especially upsetting to customers since electronics in recent years have steadily become more challenging to repair, with the 2019 MacBook Pro earning a 1 out of 10 repairability score from the website iFixit. Critics of Apple assert that the company is strong-arming its customers to seek repairs through them directly, but repairs through Apple's Genius Bar often cost significantly more than the competition, and they have been known to refuse to complete data recoveries that independent shops perform every day. We reached out to Apple for comment, and they responded by telling us about their recently launched Independent Repair Provider program, which grants Apple-certified technicians at independent repair businesses access to various Apple parts, tools, and resources. This program marks progress for the tech giant, but Apple's tight regulation and control of their resources means that many customers are still not happy. That's why the Right to Repair movement has been gaining traction recently. Advocacy groups like the Repair Association are seeking legislation to ensure that customers are able to repair their products wherever they want. We spoke with a representative of iFixit, the leading online resource for electronics repair guides, about the fight for the right to repair.
My name's Kevin Purdy, and I'm a technology journalist for iFixit. The Right to Repair movement's focus is very simple. The same tools and manuals that are available to companies should be available to consumers and independent repair shops. It's about economic fairness. It's about environmental fairness. It's really just creating a level playing field for everybody.
What is the current status of that fight? What has been done to push for that legislation, and what's next?
In 2018/2019, there were 20 different states that took up right to repair bills in their legislatures. Passing a right to repair legislation bill in one state can lead to kind of a cascade or waterfall effect.
Well-known politicians on the state and national stage are concerned about the right to repair. Former Speaker of the Massachusetts House of Representatives Thomas Finneran has been a vocal opponent of the right to repair automobiles, taking the angle that protection of intellectual property is essential to driving the state economy. However, the authenticity of this statement has been called into question since Finneran accepted $20,000 from a lobbying organization that opposes the right to repair. Outside of the auto industry, American farmers have struggled with restrictions on repairing their tractors, which has resulted in top Democratic presidential candidates Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren declaring their support for a bill that protects the right to repair tractors. Right to repair advocates are hopeful that this support will translate to the right to repair consumer electronics as well.
So right now we're looking to get the right to repair bills on the books in more states into the 2019-2020 sessions. Numerous publications have published articles about the right to repair. I think it's becoming a more well-known term.
The right to repair movement, as it is for electronics, has been compared to the right to repair movement of years past for the automobile industry.
Any repair shop that is, licensed and certified can look at a car and figure out what's wrong with it. Kind of the parallel there we see is that one state's residents standing up and saying that, no, there should be an even playing field, could have a huge effect on electronics, I think, as it did for cars.
The right to repair movement enjoys widespread support from people of all political leanings. According to a poll conducted by YouGov, 71% of people support the right to repair, with a clear majority of Democrats, Republicans, and Independents in favor of right to repair legislation. It's rare for a political movement to be supported by such a large, nonpartisan majority. Massachusetts passed a right to repair initiative in 2012, which grants automobile owners and independent repair shops access to all diagnostic and repair information available to authorized repair facilities. Now the pressure is on our politicians in Connecticut to follow up this victory by defending our right to repair our electronics. This is Sequoia Lowe with WCSU News Election Connection.
Someone wants me dead. I had a dream the other night. I was walking to the hallway outside my bedroom, and boom! Someone stabbed me. I never saw the face of the killer, though. Yeah, I'm alright. Dreams are only a figment of the imagination. So a death in a dream isn't the same as death in real life, right? Damn it! What the heck? Mirrors, like dreams, are a reflection of reality. What we see in a mirror is ourselves whether we accept it or not. The only thing I fear is the idea that mirrors aren't real. Like a dream. Once my eyes open, it should be over. So when I turn my back to my reflection, shouldn't I expect my reflection to do the same? Can I truly believe that? That my mind isn't just playing games with me? Do you know the definition of insanity? I didn't think so. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again but expecting different results, according to Albert Einstein. When I dream, and I tend to find myself in conflicting scenarios, I tend to keep dreaming on and on until I reach a satisfying result or a scenario. Repeating events, deaths, and various other conflicts. I sometimes wonder if this is all a dream. But if this is all a dream, then reality must be a lot crueler. Right? Boom! Insanity. Patterns, rhythms, coincidences, schedules. What do they all have in common? Some sort of repetition, consistency, or is it something else? But once something intervenes, interrupts that steady flow. By the way, who are you? Dreams and reality. One cannot exist without the other. Dreams are the light that contrasts the darkness of reality, each influencing the other without us even knowing it. In some cases, we can't even tell the difference between the two. I had a dream the other night. Someone wants me dead.
What's up, JC? Yeah, I'm on the way to the ceremony now. I should be there in a couple minutes. Alright, sounds good. I'll see you. Oh, this isn't good. Okay. Okay. Let's smarten up. Yeah, smarten up here. Okay, what am I wearing? I gotta get dressed. Oh, here we go. This will do. This is good. That's good. It's really good. Oh, here we go. Okay, I don't have time for this. I gotta get to where I'm going. I gotta go.
You gotta motivate yourself, man, who else gonna do it? And I don't need to hear your comment if you ain't been through it. I had to sign to myself on my own influence and watch me build this empire, making home improvements. And I don't care about the haters, I ain't living for them. They gon' all be on my wave when they get through this gym. They gon' all be on my wave when we pull in a spot. Now call your favorite artist tour and tell them save me a spot. And tone it down, you respect this presence. All my positivity could go away in a second. And boy, I'm way too lit to have this energy built. Virginia Black my shit and trust it won't be spilt. And nigga, I could call my hoes, see my day ones. The ones I'm counting up with when the day's done. The ones I'm breaking bread with when the pay come. My career before me, if you say son, that's a fact. And now I gotta grind and get it, don't got time. My son gon' be here any minute. I gotta provide for him, I know that he'll never suffer. I'm just praying that I get this parenting with his mother and for his brother. Cause I know that they'll be looking up the dose. I do what I gotta do and I'ma jump through any hole. This is real life shit, this is real life pressure. Doing what I gotta do so I don't need the next semester. And boy, you too worried about the bags and bras, but you ain't bagging the bras. I think you swag is the cause, and you weak dudes too old to be getting these tips. I think you know you washed up and you coming to grips. And I don't need to talk about the team, they all assemble. Them boys too clean, they killing them instrumentals. Man, this isn't accidental, you gon' feel the impact. I'm running through all the loopholes, get ready for deuce mode.
Thank you to everyone who watched the show tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I would like to once again thank the judges who devoted their time to the students' work.
As the last BEA event of the year, I'd like to introduce you to our officers coming in for next year. Calvin Savoyo, President. Clinton Sosno, Vice President. Dahlia Jennings, Treasurer. Samantha Salborn, Secretary. And I hope you join the club.
I'd like to congratulate our graduating seniors, Markeith Black and Jessica Paternoster. Thank you both for being part of the club. And finally, I'd like to thank our advisor, Dr. J.C. Barone. Thank you for helping us organize this event. The nominees for Studio News are Football Opener,
The back, running all the way, bouncing off a tackler, touchdown!
Online Radicalism.
Extremism does not belong to either party, but online, bad faith actors are succeeding in co-opting and corrupting conservative viewpoints and using them to radicalize vulnerable people.
Right to Repair.
2018/2019, there were 20 different states that took up right to repair bills in their legislatures. Passing a right to repair legislation bill in one state can lead to kind of a cascade or waterfall effect.
The winner for Studio News is Football Opener. Congratulations, guys.
Hello again. If you don't know me by now, my name is Markeith Black, and I'm the current Vice President of the Broadcast Education Association. I'm here to present the award for Best Animation/Experimental Video. Here are the nominees. Infinite Possibilities.
That we have leaves out more.
Electra. And Life of a Mural. And the winner is Life of a Mural. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Dahlia, and I'm the incoming treasurer for Broadcast Education Association next semester. I'm proud to present you with the nominees for Best Drama Comedy. Stay Home. Robbing a Heart.
As I grace thee, I love thee.
So.
Scream I, Scream You. And this year's winner for Best Drama Comedy goes to Stay Home.
Hello, thank you for joining us at the Media Arts Film Festival. My name is Paul Echeverria, and I am the director of the Digital and Interactive Media Arts program. So beginning last year, the DEMA program started its own exhibition that preceded the festival, but that was hosted in tandem with the event. Unfortunately, due to the public health situation, we are not going to be able to offer that program this year. However, we do want to recommend that you tune into our social media platforms to see some of the works that have been completed throughout the year. Those social media platforms can be accessed at facebook.com/groups/WestConDEMA and instagram.com/WestConDEMA. So now, without further delay, I'd like to announce the finalists for the DEMA category. So the official selections include Dreaming Insanity by Siku Bai Karyamu and The Fish Humanity Shelter by Jason Stevens. So congratulations to both of those filmmakers for their official selection. And the winner of the DEMA category is There's Vanity by Emily Ravillo. So a huge congratulations to Emily for winning that category. I will say that There's Vanity is a 3D model, so it will be available on our social media platforms. However, in the meantime, please enjoy Dreaming Insanity and The Fish Humanity Shelter. And of course, thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoy the festival. Bye.
This year's nominations for Best Documentary are Mexican Identity.
We can address important issues. And for me, being born in a different country and then coming and growing up in the US, it was important that I address that part. I think it felt like a responsibility that I needed to use my art to say something important.
My Son.
Our life really took a change when Jack was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma, which is a pediatric cancer, when he was 2.5 years old. It was like being handed a death sentence. He most likely was not going to see kindergarten.
And Vocation.
It's instilled in all of us from day one. We are built for it, engineered to flourish in our own ways with intentional design behind us.
The winner for this year's Best Documentary goes to My Son.
Good evening. My name is Clinton J. Sosna. I am the incoming Vice President for the Broadcasting Education Association. And tonight I'll be presenting the category PSA Spot Spec. The nominees are Labatt's Blue, Van's Family, Culture 7. And the winner is Culture 7.
The nominees for music video are Intro.
Before me, if you say son, that's a fact. And now I gotta grind and get it, don't got time. My son gon' be here any minute, I gotta provide for him.
Goats.
I'm checking my paddock. Wanted some smoke, I'm handing the ratchet. I'm on the list, you're not on the bracket. Got some beef, you know I'm gonna drag it. Money so short, no gotta add it. Keep it job, yes I'm gonna.
And No Complaints, No Conversation.
Who they is, shit. I don't wanna settle one bit. Bet that I'm gonna battle for somebody, but if I look at what we got.
The winner for music video is No Complaints, No Conversation.
And the nominations for Best Screenplay are Abnoim, The Remarkable Ricky, and Welcome to Whitney. And the winner for Best Screenplay is Welcome to Whitney.
Tonight, I am also proud to present the category of soundscape. The nominees are The Witness.
Officers already dispatched on the case. Now, we need you to tell the story again and try not to leave out any details.
The Living Dead.
It's been 3 months since the dead began to rise. After a month, everything went to shit. The government, military, police, they couldn't do enough against the increasing numbers of the dead. They eventually pulled back and left everyone to fend for themselves.
Evestown.
Thomas, I finally found it. The story of the century. It's so beautiful.
Susan? It's 2 a.m. What the hell is going on?
You have to see it for yourself.
Susan? Susan?
Starlight.
The mechanic reads the words written in pen. Starlight. The man looks back up at Wiley.
All right, quickly.
Wiley smiles as the mechanic holds the door open for him.
The winner is Evestown.
The nominees for Basic Video are The Void, Jim and Teddy, The Trip.
Okay. I don't have time for this. I gotta get to where I'm going. I gotta go.
The winner for Basic Video is Jim and Teddy. Congratulations.
And now, for the top 3 awards of the 2020 BEA Media Arts Film Festival, presented by WestCon alumni Tag Schmidt.
Festival honorable mention goes to No Complaints, No Conversation, and WCSU Football Opener. Awards of excellence goes to Culture 7 and Jim and Teddy. And best of show goes to My Son.
Thank you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good night.
The Alumni Association offers a lot of opportunities. In addition to many events, you get to meet students and graduates like yourself. You can network with like-minded people who have been in your shoes or are even still in them.
If they weren't there to extend their hands to me, I probably wouldn't be here today.
It's really taught me that I can be who I want to be.
In today's world, it's tough. So why not come back and give our undergraduates a little edge when they get out there?